So for this video, I got a bit of truth for you guys about how 2K16 needs to handle the Emerald card system. But before we dive into that, we must talk about the NBA 2K15 Emerald card system and why it's so much BS out there pretty much to sum things up very simply. Okay, so let's look at it this way. It's currently June 12th, 2015, and the new Emerald cards have came out. Some new Emerald cards have come out during the NBA Finals, okay? And I'm looking at the list here, and it's appalling as some of these cards that have come out, okay? Paul Pierce. 37-year-old Paul Pierce. An Emerald card version of him came out after 2K just recently released an Onyx version of him. And guess what? They screwed up that Onyx version, so guess what they did? They released another Onyx version of Paul Pierce. So why in God's name do we need a fourth Paul Pierce card in this game? Not to mention, it's not going to be like a prime Paul Pierce. It's going to be a 37-year-old, broken, washed-up Paul Pierce who played decent in the playoffs. Okay, nothing against Paul Pierce, one of the greatest players of all time. If you don't think that, then hey, that's on you. But he definitely is one of the best Boston Celtics players of all time, no doubt. I just don't understand why he needs another card. And then this next one kind of pissed me off quite a bit, and that is Matthew Dellavedova, also known as Delly. We're going to call him Delly for the rest of this video, okay? So Delly went out there, man. He played a solid Game 3 against the Golden State Warriors, okay? He's not even, he's a niche player, okay? He's a niche player. A niche player basically means like you're good at one thing. And his one thing is that he's not a great basketball player. He's just as a good hustler. He's not a great player. He's not a great player. He does not deserve his own Emerald card out there. But guess what? You know, you can't even compare it to like a Lynn Sandy situation. It's not even a Lynn Sandy where Jeremy Lin went out and put up amazing stats for like 2 straight weeks, okay? That's a whole different thing. This is one game that Dellavedova played, Delly. But guess what? He has 2 cards in this game. Do you want to know who doesn't have 2 cards in this game? Kawhi Leonard. Last year's NBA Finals MVP. How in the hell, 2K, are you going to come out here and give an Emerald, a precious Emerald card to Matthew Dellavedova, who played one solid NBA Finals game, versus Kawhi Leonard, who played an amazing series, is one of the, if not one of the most upcoming players in this league? Asinine. Blasphemous. Unbelievable. You see, 2K? This is what 2K16 needs to be. When I open up my packs and I see that shimmering green border on that card, and for a second my heart stops. It feels like Christmas. And then I'll reveal the card, and it's a Jason Maxiell, Glenn Robinson III, Charlie Villa freaking Nueva. What? Do you want to know, 2K, do you want to know what an emerald is? An emerald is a gem. It is a gemstone. Do you want to know what Charlie V is? A big freaking huge lump of coal. Not quite a gem, if you ask me. Sorry, Charlie V, but you know it's the, I know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. You could call up Charlie V right now. He'll be like, yeah, you're kind of on board there with that, Crispy. So all I'm saying, 2K16, when your game comes out, make these cards feel special. And if you want to come out with updated players, don't make it a Matthew Dellavedova. Make it a Kawhi Leonard. Make it a player that when I open, I'm going to be happy to use. Like I said, I'm all for Delly's heart out there, okay? I've actually been rooting for him. I've definitely been rooting for him. But he does not deserve more cards than the 2014 MVP of the NBA Finals. And that's just to name one. There's plenty of guys out there that deserve to be recognized in this game, not just as a player, but us as fans are deserving to use these cards. But heck, I guess we can all go ahead and play with our Myers Leonard, or our J.R. Smith, Tony Allen. All great role players, but they're not gems. They're not gems. They're role players. Please, 2K, do something about this mode, okay? Because I'm going to say one more quick thing just to close my thoughts. I've seen some screenshots of NBA Live 16. I've heard good things about their game modes. So why don't you go ahead, 2K, use this as an opportunity to bounce back and not give us 4 Paul Pierces, but make the situation feel unique. Because I look at these cards, I don't feel anything special.